see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But it's... Instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire. And a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The pass on the fake field goal.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
At the 19-yard line.
Derrick Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Derrick
able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Floating one incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he loses the football the second time.
The running back, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll give it here to his running back. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity. Whenever you see a quarterback breaking.
And look at this, another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think...
Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He was out there waving his arms, and and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Big hold of the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction.